These are the top pros and the top cons of moving to Baltimore. Those of you that don't know, my name is Tae Dewitt. I'm a real estate agent in the central Maryland area. Today I'm going to be giving you the top pros and the top cons of moving to Baltimore. Before we begin, if you ever have a question or you or someone you know is thinking of moving to the central Maryland area, my information is in the description. Yes, that is my real phone number and my real email. Now, let's get into it. We'll start off with the pros. Right? The first pro is just the location. Right? You are so centrally located on the East Coast. There's so much you can do. Right? You can go an hour north and be in Philadelphia. 3 hours north, you'll be in New York. You're about an hour away from DC, or an hour 15, hour and a half away from Virginia. There's so much you can do with the location. That includes helping out with the job market, right? Whether you work in healthcare, whether you work in government, tech, there's a lot of options. Maryland is a great centrally located place that you can take advantage of. Secondly, right, we have great transportation. We have Thurgood Marshall Airport. We have Reagan National Airport. We have great central travel like buses, trains, the Amtrak train, for example. And Southwest Airlines actually has a central hub right here in Baltimore. So you are just in the perfect place to live, to travel, to get around easy. The location is unbeatable. Pro number 2, here you get all 4 seasons. Now, to some of you, that might be a con, right? You get all 4 real actual seasons, right? So our summers are great. Flowers are in bloom. It gets pretty hot here sometimes, and we'll get further into that. But for the most part, it's a pretty mild climate. Winters, we don't get a ton of snow. Recently here in a few years, we've only gotten maybe 1 or 2 snowfalls. We don't get unbearably cold like places like Chicago or places like up in Alaska. We normally stay pretty mild. Our spring is to die for. You get cherry blossoms in bloom, plenty of flowers. We have the botanical gardens right in DC. Our springs are wonderful. We don't get a ton of heavy rainfall. When we do, it only lasts a few minutes and normally it's dried up. Our falls, weather starts to cool a little bit. We get a little bit of wind, but again, nothing too crazy. If you're someone that likes seasons, Baltimore is a place for you. You will get all 4 real seasons. None get lost in translation. We actually have pretty quick transitions between our seasons too. One day it'll be 60 degrees, the next day it'll be 40, and you know fall is coming, right? One day it'll be 45, sunny, the leaves will be on the ground, next day snow is falling, right? So you know between our seasons, you know what time of year it is, you know what to do, you know when it's time to pull that winter stuff out or that spring stuff out. You get real season. Pro number 3, plenty of fun to be had, right? If you're a sports fan, we have Ravens, we have Orioles. If you like any teams outside of those, shame on you, really. But you have the Washington Commanders, you have the Nationals, you have the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, we're so centrally located that this is the place to be for sports fans. We're also an hour away from DC, where you can take advantage of the Smithsonian museums and all DC has to offer. You're 3 hours from New York, just a short day trip. We actually have the mega bus that takes you up to New York for just a few dollars. I've seen tickets as low as $1. In 3 hours, you spend a day in New York and they'll bring you back. There's plenty of fun to be had, not to mention Baltimore itself. Downtown Baltimore is a great place to go out for drinks, to go see sports. We have parades, we have museums, we have plenty of fun for everybody. There's also places just outside of Baltimore, such as Glen Burnie, such as Anne Arundel County. You have great shopping malls. You have plenty of tourist attractions. You have plenty of outdoors activities to do. Right, Baltimore has plenty of fun to be had. It's lively. It's a joyful place to be. If you like to be waterfront, you can go to the downtown harbor. If you like to spend time outside, you can go a little bit up northern Baltimore. Plenty of places to camp. Plenty of just a lot of great activities to do. There's also plenty of venues for concerts, such as the Baltimore Arena or the Fillmore. Plenty of places. There's something for everybody. If you can't find a way to have fun in Baltimore, you're the problem. Pro number 4, again, we've talked about this just a little bit, but the job market truly is special. Again, we have Johns Hopkins Hospital. So if you work in healthcare, this is the #1 place to be. We all know Johns Hopkins is renowned across the country, not just in Baltimore. If you work in the government, again, we're an hour away from DC, and we have plenty of local government buildings as well. The Baltimore city government is a very active job market. And then there's educational places, right? We have places like Morgan, Coppin. These are great HBCUs that you can take a part in. Johns Hopkins itself is a university, right? Again, if you work in education, the job market is always booming. It's always a place where you can find employment. All in all, to summarize that, Baltimore has a lot to offer, has a lot of pros, has a lot of great things. Everybody can find fun, whether you have a family, whether you're single, whether you're looking to start a family or looking to become single. There's something for everybody. Real quick, just to remind you, go ahead, smash that like button. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well subscribe and hit the bell. There's new videos coming out every single week. Don't want you to miss it. That really helps the channel and really helps other people who are thinking of moving to Baltimore or the Central Maryland area find the right agent. That's me. Now we're going to get into the cons. Con number 1, Baltimore City does have a little bit of crime, right? And maybe I shouldn't just say a little bit. Baltimore City has its fair share. Burglaries happen, carjackings, drugs, and things such as that do happen in Baltimore. But these things happen pretty much everywhere you're gonna go. If you are concerned about this, if you're thinking of moving there, look up the Crime Data Map. It's an app you can download, and it will actually tell you block by block the crime rate on that block, so you can know if that area is a good or bad area. Baltimore is not like how they put it in the news. There are small parts of Baltimore that are really good, and there are small parts of Baltimore that are really bad, right? You just have to know where you're moving. Make sure you do your research. Make sure you're educated. Con number 2, on the flip side, we do have some extreme weather. I know we said we get 4 real seasons, and you do. We do get some extreme ends of that. For example, it's not uncommon for it to be 100% humidity here. And it's not uncommon for it to hit 100 degrees. Now, again, we're not sitting at 100 year round or 100, hitting things like 110, 120. We are pretty mild for the most part, but sometimes we do get a bit extreme. Our winters, we can see some pretty decent snowfall. Things can get pretty cold, things can ice over. Again, it's not super common, but it does happen. We've also been known to have our fair share of windstorms. Winds can pick up to 70, 80 miles an hour sometimes. We do have wind advisories. Sometimes schools have been closed simply because it was too windy outside. Keep that in mind. Yes, we have pretty temperate, mild climate. It can get a bit extreme some of the time. All right, con number 3, the traffic. I know you all were waiting for it. You were waiting for me to say the traffic. Everybody knows about the DMV traffic. Look, doesn't matter who you are. Traffic is just something you have to live with over here in the DMV, right? That time around 5 o'clock or that time around 8 to 9 a.m., 5 o'clock p.m., where traffic is really picking up and it's rush hour, people getting off work, people are going to work. Yes, the traffic can get bad. It can actually sometimes double your commute. Really, to me, it's not that big of a problem, but if you're someone that doesn't like traffic, you may want to consider some of our public transportation, like our buses or the Amtrak train, to get around. We also do have great carpool lanes, HOV lanes, so carpooling can be a way to get around some of the traffic. Con number 4 is it is not free to live here. Now, don't get me wrong, we are not as expensive as somewhere like New York or LA, or even places closer to us like DC, Northern Virginia, right? Those places can get pretty pricey, especially in property. Now, Baltimore is not the cheapest place to live in, right? Home prices are having steady appreciation, meaning the prices are going up, and property taxes continue to increase. It is not completely free to live here, but no, it won't break the bank, especially if you work somewhere like Northern Virginia or DC. Baltimore or Central Maryland, the great place to live and still be within a decent commute on your way to work. And again, it's not free. Our fun, our things like crabs and seafood, they do come at a price, but again, it's going to be a lot cheaper than you might find on the West Coast or somewhere further down south. We have pretty decent prices. I like to call Baltimore kind of the middle ground, right? It's not going to break the bank, but you might not be able to save $1 million a year. Thank you all for watching. Again, my name is Tae Dewitt. I'll put my information right here on the screen and in the description below. Don't forget to hit that like button. It just really supports the channel, helps someone find the right realtor to move to Baltimore. Also, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell. Videos coming out every single week. God bless. Have a good day.